Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Daily Debate. My name is Ahmed Nader and today we are celebrating the Resurrection Day or the Feast of the Resurrection here in Egypt, as we did see President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi over the past few hours sending congratulations to the Egyptians and the Egyptian expatriates as well, and to Pope Tewodros II over this holy occasion. And we will be starting straight away with the top stories that come from the same topic throughout the day. One of them, and the main top story, comes through President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who sent a cable of greetings to Pope Tewodros II, in which he expressed his sincere wishes to the Pope and the Egyptians. He said that the Egyptians, Muslims and Christians are celebrating their feasts at the same time, so it was an opportunity to abide by the noble values which call for unity and solidarity. He also sent other greeting cables to the Egyptian expatriates on the holy occasion, wishing them more success and welfare. Meanwhile, Egypt's First Lady Intisar al-Sisi greeted the Egyptians and the Coptic Christians over the Orthodox Resurrection Day. She said that in such events, Egyptians make great examples of solidarity and human unity. She said she wishes for people to be always blessed with security and stability. And for the main topic, or for the main event of the day and the feast itself, Pope Tewodros II, Pope of Alexandria and the Patriarch of the Holy Apostolic See of St. Mark, said that the more feasts people have in their lives, the more happiness that they enjoy. The statements came on the Orthodox Resurrection Day on Sunday. He said God's blessings are countless and urged praise. He said Egypt's land is blessed and thanked God for the peace and stability and the achievements by the political leadership. We will be heading to the first report of the daily debate for today, as we are celebrating Egyptians, Muslims and Christians, and at the same time the Egyptians celebrating Eid al-Fitr over the upcoming few days, or maybe in the upcoming week, as well as saying goodbye to the holy fasting month of Ramadan. And the Christians are celebrating the day of resurrection. We'll be having more details on this important topic, as His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi greeted the Egyptians and the Egyptian expatriates over this occasion. Over the upcoming report, we'll be having more details, so stay tuned.
President Sisi sent a greeting message to Pope Tewodros II ahead of Easter Sunday, saying its coincidence with the holy month of Ramadan is a call for adherence to noble religious values. The President said that Easter's coincidence with the holy month of Ramadan on the land of Egypt, the cradle of religions, is a call for adherence to the noble religious values that call for strengthening cohesion and enhancing the spirit of solidarity and harmony. The President also prayed to God during these blessed days, in which the fasts and prayers of the masses of Muslims and Christian Egyptians converge to bring continued goodness and development to Egypt, protect the country and citizens, and perpetuate security and prosperity in Egypt. In a cable, the President also sent his greetings to the Egyptian embassies and consulates around the globe, wishing them a blessed Easter. Egypt's Coptic Orthodox Church is celebrating Easter on April 15th, which comes after the Holy Week, ending a 55-day period of Lent. The Orthodox Church started in February the Great Lent and held masses and prayers at various churches nationwide. Easter, or Resurrection Sunday, is a Christian celebration commemorating the resurrection of Jesus from the dead.
Welcome back. As the Egyptians are celebrating the resurrection or the glorious resurrection day on this occasion, and I am honored to be having with me over the phone for tonight Bishop Bolice Garras, the pastor of St. Anthony Catholic Church in Fagele. Father Bolice, thank you very much for being with us tonight on the Daily Debate, and a happy feast.
Thank you very much. I wish happy feast for you and all the family of the program and Egyptian TV and all the Egyptian people.
Anytime. Father Bolice, how did you spend the feast today? And tell me more about the spiritual significance of those holidays, especially after a long period of fasting.
Oh, yes, it was so tough, so hard for us, 55 days, and nicely it was common with our brothers, Muslims, Ramadan.
Yes.
So it was fantastic to live it together. Yani, it's nice to be united also, not in common life, but also in prayer and fasting.
Yes, the unity between the Egyptians.
Yes, yes.
What are the morals?
The destiny wanted that we be gathered in prayer. So everybody is praying the Holy God to give us His blessing and to protect Egypt, our country.
Yes, Father Bolice, what are the morals that we could be learning from the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and those morals to be learned or implemented all over the year, not just during the holidays?
I didn't get the question.
Yes, I was asking about the values that we could be learning from resurrection, and we could be implementing those values all over the year, not just during the times of holidays.
As you could notice, resurrection is related with the spring. The spring is the reborn of the nature. After winter, after ice, and after a lot of water, now we are living springtime. So resurrection is related with the time of the birth, the new birth for the nature. So like we symbol it like an egg, and from egg there is a new life.
Yes.
So we are glad to celebrate it together with our brothers, Muslim, and in our country, where you don't feel any difference between Christian and Muslim. We are really happy this year that it is common between us.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and
Father
everybody is celebrating feast. I am just arrived from outside. The streets are full of people, and everybody seems happy and shopping, and you could not tell there is any kind of economical crisis. Everybody is happy. Everybody is feasting.
Yes. Yes, Father Bolice, you mentioned the egg, which is a symbol to Easter as well, and it is a symbol to new beginnings. What could be learned from celebrating Easter, especially on Monday, as the whole of the Egyptians are celebrating it, and in Ramadan as well for the second or third year running? Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's very meaningful for us to celebrate this year together.
Yes.
And it's not just by others, but it's a gift from God for our Egyptian people to feel more united and more related together.
Mm-hmm. Yes, related together, this message of unity, Egypt is sending out to the world, and more specifically on Easter, the Egyptians, Muslims and Christians. What could be sent as a message from Egypt and the Egyptians to the whole world on Easter?
We are telling people that Egypt is just one pasta.
Yes.
There is no difference between Muslims and Christians. We are fasting and praying and fasting in the same way. So it's fantastic. It's a unique message to everybody in the world that religion it doesn't make difference between people, doesn't divide people into camps, but religion is uniting people together and learn them how to pray and how to fast and how to be good to the poor and how to give and how to sacrifice something they have for people who have nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all those teachings and to be teaching the children as well, as we can see. For the new generation, what can be taught for the new generation to be speaking about the new republic as well that we have for the future of the country in terms of unity and solidarity between the Egyptians?
I think for kids it's very meaningful.
Yes.
It's very meaningful that they meet each other in the shop. They buy the same dresses, the same moda, and everything is common.
Yes.
So they feel we are just one. We are just one. We are united, and we will remain forever united, I hope.
Yes, Father Bolice, because last time we were together on the Daily Debate, we spoke about the children and how they celebrate the religious holidays, and more specifically at church. How are the children celebrating this year? Because we have the Muslims celebrating Ramadan, then Eid al-Fitr. The Christians, the Christian children, they are celebrating the Resurrection Day. How are the children of Egypt celebrating now, as you mentioned that you just come back to home or from the outside?
Well, it's almost the same. New dresses, many gifts, good food, and promenade outside and visiting their parents and united together as big families and visiting the others. It's beautiful also. You know, these days are very special for kids.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And what about the teachings of Jesus about love and tolerance, especially on a very important day for the religious Christian calendar? What can be taught over such an important day for the children?
Well, resurrection is the feast of the salvation, that we are liberated from the slavery of death. We are not any more slaves, but we are all sons of God, and we are united. God is calling people, a human being, to life. As I am living, you will be living. Death will no domain on you, but you will defeat it, and you will rise as I have risen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we did see throughout the day and over the past few hours, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi congratulating Pope Tawadros II over the occasion, congratulating the Egyptians in general, the Christians in specific, and the expatriates as well over this occasion. How do you see the message of His Excellency President al-Sisi over this occasion?
Well, our president is a lovely person. He is a real father of the nation, as I have mentioned last time. He's the father of the nation. He has no difference between Christians and Muslims in his mind. We are all Egyptian citizens. We do love our country, and we do care of our future and our nation and the development. And we are passing difficult times, but we are sure with his leadership we will win, and Egypt will rise again as a great nation.
Yes, Father Bolice as well, President Assisi mentioned Pope Theodorus II and the respect that His Excellency has to the Pope and the love that he has to the Pope. How do you see the role of Pope Theodorus II and more specifically in backing the nations at times of challenges?
Pope Theodorus is a great leader, really great leader, and I could say that we are lucky to have TT and Pope Theodorus and many of our leaders at this time, because as you see around us, it's the lack of a leader that makes problems. When you have a leader,
Yes.
as the gospel says, a good leader walks in front of his people, and his people follow him. And they follow him because they trust him. They have faith on him. So I congratulate our president. I congratulate Pope Theodorus. I congratulate all our leaders in different churches. His Holiness the Pope Francis, Patriarch Ibrahim, the Evangelic Church, and all the Christians and Muslims all over Egypt.
Yes, how do you see the role of the Egyptian family house being led by both Pope Theodorus II and the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Sheikh Ahmad Al-Tayyib?
He's a great leader. The Azhar leader is a great leader. At the moment, he's defending the truth of the religion, of the Muslim religion, against many attacks from outside. And I could say he demonstrates the true face of Islam towards
Yes.
the world in front of all people who are attacking Islam religion, Muslims. He's telling what is the true Islam and what is the true love for every people, and what is the acceptance of the many different all over the world.
Yes.
So Egypt is a model for the world, because we have the different kinds, and we offer the way of living together, of being together, of dividing difficulties, and of building a country.
Yes, how can cooperation and coordination between the Church and Al-Azhar between Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Sheikh Ahmad Al-Tayyib, and Pope Theodorus II be deepened and enhanced and increased, especially during the times of challenges, and to be backing up the stability in the country?
I think deeply in my heart that religions are all from God, and God speaks many languages, but he means the main message. Okay.
Yes.
So Islam, Christianity, we all talk about peace, about love, about how to collaborate together, how to live together, how to build together, how to defend our country together. Those are common values between Christianity and Islam. And the challenge we face are very accurate and very studied against us. Mm-hmm. So that the main is destroy religion, destroy union, divided countries and people, make small countries and divided people. But nobody could fight Egyptians because we are one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Father Bolice, how did you spend the feast today?
Oh, I spend it with my family because after the Holy Week, with all the time of prayers and liturgies we have had, I felt needing just to get out of all this and spend the day with my family, my nieces, my little nieces, and it was fantastic.
Yes, and how do you plan on spending Easter as well today, tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are going to El Abur in a villa with a swimming pool, with just an open day.
Yes.
And we take fitik and ringa and meluha and everything. We are preparing everything for tomorrow.
Yes, happy feast, Father Bolice Garras, the Bishop Bolice Garras, the pastor of St. Anthony Catholic Church in Fagala.
Thank you. I'm not a bishop, just a priest.
What? I didn't hear it.
I'm not a bishop. Bishop is a little higher from a priest. I'm just a priest.
Yes. So, priest Bolice Garras, thank you very much for being with us tonight on the daily debate. We'll be going out to the other report for today, how we'll be celebrating Easter, as we did see with the priest bishop, or the priest Bolice Garras, Father Bolice Garras, how he will be spending Easter, how he spent today at the church and celebrating the day of resurrection. We'll be seeing how all of the Egyptians are celebrating Easter, whether Egyptians, Muslims or Christians. We'll be having more details in the upcoming report, so stay tuned.
Sham has been celebrated by Egyptians since ancient times, regardless of religious background or social status. Sham Nisim, a festival that takes place in the breath as Easter, falling on the day after Easter Sunday each year. The rituals and beliefs associated with today's Sham Nisim celebrations link it directly to ancient Egyptian feasts. Much like Easter, the festival deals with notions of creation and renewal. Like most ancient Egyptian feasts, Sham Nisim was linked to astronomy and nature. It marked the beginning of the spring festival, with day and night equal in length, and the sun, the Aries zodiac, marking the beginning of creation. Ancient Egyptians, who called it the Feast of Shemo, the revival of life, determined the exact date each year by measuring the sun's alignment with the Great Pyramid in Giza. These days, many Egyptians rise at the crack of dawn and head out to parks and gardens for a family picnic. There they enjoy the spring breeze with a traditional meal of fish, onions, and eggs. Fish figured large in ancient Egyptian beliefs, and this translated into a range of dishes. Salted mullet fish known as fisikh was offered to the gods in Esna in Upper Egypt. Indeed, Esna's ancient name was Lathpolis, reflecting the original name of the fish before salting. Another traditional Sham Nisim practice is coloring of eggs, which reflects the ancient Egyptian view of eggs as symbolic of new life. Ancient Egyptians also considered certain flowers and plants to be holy, with the lotus flower used to symbolize the Egyptian nation. Families in ancient Egypt would combine these various elements. At Sham Nisim, they would gather the day before to color boiled eggs, preparing meals of fisikh and onions. They would then spend the day in the open air welcoming spring with joyful singing.